afternoon and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video I am going to be participating in the colouring goals for 2024 hashtag. I was tagged by the gorgeous Jordy over at Jordy Colours. I will link her channel in the video description for you. So yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you so much to Jordy for thinking of me and tagging me in this video. I'm really sorry it's taken me a little while to get around to it, but hopefully better late than never. So whilst I'm answering my questions, I'm going to start working on a buddy colour from Worlds of Wonder. This is by Johanna Basford. And I'm going to be working on the owl page here. And this is a buddy colour with my gorgeous friend Dana over at Dana's Colouring Obsession. So I will also link her YouTube channel in the video description for you guys as well. So I was debating whether to work in this one, which is my this is my original copy of the book. I was debating working in this one or working in my new copy. I'm a little bit nervous because I have got sort of confetti stars stuck on the back of this page, but you know what? I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna stick to my original book. I was a little bit because there's some pages in here that I'm just yeah, I'm not overly happy with. And as I'm sat here now speaking to you, I'm kind of like second guessing myself, but you know what, we're gonna go with it. We are gonna go with it. So I've got my Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils pulled out because I've been using those the last few days, and yeah, I'm really quite enjoying them. So I'll use those whilst we work on this. So I have 10 questions to answer. So I will be doing that. So yeah, if any of you would like to join in the tag, then please feel free to do so. I'm not going to tag anyone in particular because I'm not sure how long this tag has been running for, and because I'm a little bit late, it's just difficult to sort of keep track as to who's done it and who hasn't. So it's an open invitation. If this is something you haven't done but you would like to, then by all means, please feel free to join in. Okay, so the first question is, do you have a strict colouring goal or goals for 2024 or more loosey-goosey? I don't have strict goals as such. I do have, you know, some goals that I sort of set myself at the end of last year to move into 2024 with, but they're nothing major. So my first goal was to try and live stream once, maybe twice a week, and sort of get back into that routine if possible. And at the moment, it's a little bit hit and miss, but I'm doing a lot better at live streaming than what I did last year. And of course that's fine, because I think we all know that last year was probably one of the worst years of my life. So yeah, I would really like to get back into, you know, streaming once, twice a week. Sometimes my days change just depending on pain levels, on life, you know, on what activities the kids have got on, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's life, isn't it? It happens. But yeah, I think I'm doing a lot better on that front at the moment, even though the days can sometimes be a little bit sporadic. You know, I'm doing my best. So I definitely think I'm doing well with that one so far. Another one is it's not a case that numbers and statistics and stuff bother me. It really doesn't. but I had kind of like, this might sound really silly, but I had sort of promised myself that when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna get like a little acrylic block, just like a little acrylic block, and I'm just gonna have like a little YouTube play button engraved on it with the channel name, just to sort of mark a milestone, really. So like I said, I'm not about numbers and statistics and stuff. That's not me. It never has been, never will be. But it's just something that I kind of said to myself, okay, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I would like to get a little acrylic block, you know, with a little play button engraved on it, and a little, you know, a little bit of typography, just sort of Kate's Colouring Haven 10k, you know, just to sort of mark the occasion, as it were. So yeah, that's something I have sort of a goal for. I did have some write down. Yeah, I've got things here. So another one was make sure that comments are responded to by the end of the week. I've been doing my best to try and keep on top of comments, but some that, you know, need a little bit more of a response or a bit more research, they do take me a little bit longer. But I'm trying to kind of keep on top of my comments. And, you know, if I don't feel it needs a reply, at the very least, I will leave a heart, just to acknowledge that I have seen the message, seen the comment, and I have read it. So it just lets you guys know that I've seen it, I see you, I appreciate you. You know, I really, really do. And even if you don't leave a comment and it's, you know, a thumbs up or just a view on a video, I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, one channel community buddy colour each month. I didn't do that in January. I was feeling a little bit wobbly after Christmas. It was our first Christmas without Aaron, so I was a bit wobbly, and you know, we've had the 1 year anniversary of his passing and his birthday. We've had that at the beginning of February, so I kind of wanted to get those 2 dates out of the way and then visit, you know, the channel community buddy colours and start getting these back into swing as a monthly thing. And I have the February one going at the moment, and that is from A Million Baby Animals by Lulu Mayo. So we are working on that at the moment. Keep on top of the Carla Morgana Facebook group. I am failing miserably at that at the moment, but I did pop into the group yesterday, I believe yesterday or the day before, just to put a thing up to say, you know, I'm really sorry that I've been slack. I'm going to be spending the next few days catching up with everything in the group, obviously uploading Carla's videos that she has uploaded that I'm behind on sharing with the group, and just sort of get back on track. I really want to kind of knuckle down with that Facebook group this year, because I do run it pretty much alone. So yeah, so that's subscribe, 10,000 subscribers, a live stream, comments, buddy colours, Carla group. Okay, I would like to purchase a laptop this year. I know it's not a colouring goal as such, but because it's something towards the channel, I just wanted to mention it. So yeah, that is something that I'm kind of aiming for this year, is to save to buy myself a laptop. It doesn't have to be anything all singing or dancing. It really doesn't. But, you know, so long as I can do the basics on it and also, you know, edit videos, that would be really lovely. I do anticipate really quite soon, I think I'm going to need a new phone. I'm trying to make this one last as long as I can, but I'll be honest, I've had this phone for years and it's served me really well, so I can't complain. But yeah, I would love to be able to get myself a laptop this year. That would be brilliant and just such a huge help for, you know, live streaming and stuff, because at the moment I've borrowed Caden's laptop once. I've borrowed my friend Steve's laptop a few times. He's Aaron's best friend, so he's been a huge help. So yeah, if it wasn't for Steve or Caden, I wouldn't be able to live stream. So yeah, I'm really fortunate for those at the moment. And then the last goal really is kind of to really knuckle down and start getting this colouring book design, you know, sort of really get it going, because I feel like I'm not confident. It's been a long time, you know, since I've really kind of really drawn, and I'm nervous and I'm doubting myself quite a lot. But I made a promise to myself, and I made a promise to Aaron, and I made a promise to Grace, the celebrant who she sort of hosted Aaron's funeral. I made a promise to the three of us that I was going to make a colouring book happen, and I'm keeping my promise. I'm going to do it. So I just need to sort of get back into just sketching first, and just, you know, find my comfort zone again, I guess, and then just work from there. So I don't know when it will happen, but I'm going to make it happen. So yeah, that's my my kind of goals for the year. I know a lot of them are not colouring goals, but as for colouring, I think it's just going to be more loosey-goosey, to be quite honest. I would like to maybe get about 300 pages done if I can. Yeah, I mean, I only kept track. I really do need to go back and update this. This is a list of my completed pages from last year, from 2023. And I was keeping track of them, but then I stopped. That's July. I stopped at the end of July, so I've still got 5 months worth to put in here. But at the end of July, I had coloured 211 pages. So yeah, but bearing in mind from the end of September, I was in a colouring slump. So if I can do, like, you know, 250, 300 pages this year, I'll be really happy. If it's less than that, that's fine too. It really doesn't matter. I'm not, like I mentioned earlier, my loves, I'm not really bothered about, you know, how many pages and stats and numbers and stuff. I'm not, but it's nice for me to have that list to kind of look back on, look at the books and the styles of artwork that were appealing to me last year, and just sort of how I done each month. And, you know, it sort of also is a good indicator as to how I was doing mentally, emotionally, physically. So it just sort of helps me with that, really. It's like I said, it's just nice to kind of have that bit of a visual guide, really. You know, and just like I said, just to kind of keep track. I like lists and, and charts and things like that. That makes me happy. That does make me happy. Like organising and lists and stuff. That's, yeah. I have a soft spot for that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, as for colouring goals, no, definitely more loosey-goosey. It's more, my other goals are kind of like channel related more than anything. Number 2, how many pages do you want to colour this year? So as I mentioned just now, like if I can do maybe between like 250 and 300 pages, I'll be really happy. I don't know about you guys. I class, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. I class a double page spread. I class that as 2 pages. So yeah. But as I said in my answer to the first question, yeah, between 250 and 300 pages, I'll be really happy. But if I hit it, great. If I don't, that's fine too. You know, I think the main thing is that so long as I enjoy what I'm working on, and it, you know, it does for me what I need it to, then yeah, I'm happy. Question 3 is, what colouring medium would you like to learn or improve this year? So for me, that's quite an easy one. I would love to definitely learn more and improve on watercolours. I would like to learn how to use my gouache. And also distress inks and distress oxides, just sort of build my confidence with that really. I have been told that distress oxide is easier to work with than distress ink. So I've got a few distress oxides saved to my Amazon list, so I'm just going to slowly build up my collection as I go, because I think things like that, you know, watercolors, gouache, you know, pan pastels, distress inks, all things like that, I really think will be just so beneficial to me, because of my dexterity issues that I often have due to my arthritis. So yeah, I'm not familiar with gouache, but I did have a set bought for me for Christmas. It's the De La Rowney, simply De La Rowney gouache is this set. So I'd really like to have a go at using some of these. And then I have, I think, 3 tubes now of the Winsor & Newton designer gouache. I was sent the, I think it's the Brilliant White or Pure White. I was sent that as Happy Mail, and then I've bought this one, and I think a really beautiful green as well. So that's just sort of, you know, slowly building up my collection. But I do have my eye on the, is it the Himi gouache, like the jelly cups, jelly gouache. So yeah, I've had my eye on that set for quite some time now, so we'll see. But it's just things to kind of make certain elements on a page easier for me and for my hands, so it's sort of less, a bit less work. What technique would you most like to improve? Okay, so I would definitely like to improve again using the inks, the distress inks, and I've never used distress oxides, but you know, they're pretty much the same kind of thing, I believe. But I've just had people say that the oxides are a bit easier to kind of move around the page. So yeah, I'm really quite keen to learn that, because as I've said, I think that's just going to be so helpful to me with backgrounds and the such. So yeah, I think that'll be really, really helpful, and it will help me sort of fill the space without having to work too much with my hands. So yeah, really, really, really looking forward to kind of familiarizing myself and learning to use them I've got the like these kind of brushes. I have these. I do want to get some more. So I've got these, and then I also have a couple of these, which I think these are the actual Ranger, like, you know, sponges and blender tools. So I've got two of these and a couple of these brushes as well. So I do need to wash that one out though, because I was using that on a background in a live stream the other day, and I still haven't got round to just washing that with some soapy water to give it a good clean. Okay, so number 5, what spending and or collecting goals do you have? I don't really set myself goals on like spending or collecting right now at the moment, just due to just a situation in my private life. I don't really want to go into details, but yeah, I just have to be kind of careful with finances at the moment. And I do always try to be quite mindful anyway, as to what I'm buying, and I always kind of ask myself the question, are you going to work in this book, or are you buying it because other people have it and you just feel you need to have it in your collection? Because I've been guilty of that in the past, of seeing, like, you know, a supply or a book all over YouTube, and it's like, oh, everyone else has got it, so I guess I need to have it. No, I very quickly really came to realize that I don't need to have the same as everyone else, because there's a lot of stuff that it's not my thing, and I have come to realize that. So now I ask myself, you know, do I have room on my shelf for it? Will it, you know, will it be used? Will it be loved? Or is it just going to sit on the shelf looking pretty but not touched? So again, it's just kind of being mindful as to what I'm adding to my collection, because I'm quite limited on space. I am able to add another bookcase, that's fine, but financially right now I'm just not in the market to be buying another bookcase. I would much rather streamline my collection, you know, and just have the books that I am absolutely 1,000,000% gonna colour and enjoy, and know that they're a subject that I enjoy colouring. I'd rather that, you know. So I'm just trying to be more mindful, but I do very much have a soft spot for the Japanese books, you know, Yuri Mouse and the Bunny book. And not too long ago, I haven't filmed it yet, but I did an Amazon Japan haul. So yeah, I do have a soft spot for those books, and at the moment I have my eye on hopefully at some point investing in the new Apol book. Is it 4 Seasons? Something like that. Colour the Seasons. Yeah, that's the next one that I would like to add to my collection. But I do want to go through my collection again within the next few days, and because I know that even though I was really quite brutal the last few times I streamlined my collection and I did like a de-stash, there's a few that I've kind of spotted on the shelf and I'm like, am I keeping you because I'm hoping to come to you, or because I'm like, oh well, I've coloured a page and, you know, I would like to get again, but when I think of that book I'm just like, no, I've got other books I'd rather colour in more. So it's like, okay, those books need to go. So I only want on my shelves books that I absolutely love, and it makes me excited at the thought of grabbing them off the shelf. So yeah, it's just a case of just being a bit more mindful, really, a bit more aware of what I'm adding to my collection. But yeah, so many gorgeous books out there, and I do think it's very easy to, you know, fall in love with a book, an art style, an artist. I think for me, like instant buys are definitely, you know, Hannah Carlson, R.J. Hampson. Just yeah, you just can't. There's just some artists. It's like it's just a no-brainer, you know. So yeah. Da, da, da. Number 6, what book do you most look forward to colouring in this year? Oh, I'm not sure. Anything that Carla Magana brings out, she's an auto buy as well. She's one of my favourite artists. So anything by Carla Magana, anything by Hannah Carlson, again, R.J. Hampson. But what book am I looking forward to? Do you know, I think I'm quite looking forward actually to getting more done in this one, which is Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford. Yeah, definitely this one. And I'm really looking forward to getting started. It's one of my another one of my 10 to complete. The winter, is it Winter Drummond? I don't know, something like that. It's basically like Winter Dreams. It's the little postcard book by Hannah Carlson. Really, really looking forward to working in that one this year as well. So yeah, I think that'll be really, really cool. There's so many beautiful postcards in there. And of course the cardstock is wonderful quality. So I think it's going to be a pleasure working in that. So yeah, I'm excited to work in a lot of my books, to be honest, but definitely those. Oh, and also I'm at the moment I'm really enjoying Christine Karen. I mean, her work is stunning anyway, you know. But yeah, I'm loving working in the Wildflower Folk book at the moment. That's just bringing me so much joy. And even though it's taken me like forever to work on this page, it's, you know, because I'm taking my time, but I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying just really just taking it slow, taking my time with that page, and just really enjoying the book, you know. So yeah, definitely the books I'm really looking forward to working in this year. Number 7, what creator goals do you have? Do a live stream, hashtag of videos, buddy colours, etc. So I kind of answered that question really at the beginning of the video. When it comes to buddy colours, I'm kind of taking the odd one here and there. Or if I see someone, you know, in their plans for the month saying, oh, I want to colour this page from this book and da-da-da, and I think, oh, I'd love to join in on that. So I will ask if they would like to buddy colour. I've had a few people reach out to me for buddy colours as well. But I think you know, I'm happy to, you know, take the odd one on at the minute. But I do kind of want to finish the ones that are just continually rolling over that I've had for months. They're kind of like ones that I'd really like to, you know, focus on getting done. So I'm slowly chipping away at them because some of them are like quite, you know, intense pages. and I'm not a fast colorist. I'm really not. So yeah, I think a lot of my creator goals I kind of had at the I gave at the beginning of the video, really. Number 8. What new to you artist will you be adding this year? New to me artist. So I now have all 3 of Gabby Wolf's Mini Mania books, and they are adorable. They are so cute. Before I had these 3, I didn't have any of her books, any of like the, is it like daydreams or homes, I don't know, something, I'm so sorry, I cannot remember, but like the first kind of books that she brought out. Yeah, I didn't have any of those, so I just have the Mini Mania books, and I must say they are so cute. So cute. So I'll definitely be looking out for you know, more things from her to see what she's coming out with. Other new to me artists, do you know, I can't really think off the top of my head. I can't really think. But yeah, I'll definitely be looking out for some more of her work. Number 9, do you have a book you would like to complete this year? I've got quite a few books I'd like to complete this year. So I do have a 10 to complete video on the channel. So if you go back a few videos, you will find it if that's something you're interested in. This book, Worlds of Wonder, I apologise. Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford, this one that I'm working in at the moment. This is one of my 10 to complete. I can't remember some of my others. Excuse me. Oh, the postcard book by Hannah Carlson that I mentioned just now. That's another one. Matchstick Mouse Autumn. That's another one. I've got a few colour by number books. Let me have a look. Actually, I do have a list. Where is it? 10 to complete. Oh, the Disney Animo Caress Mister. So that's like the Pixel book. That's on my list. Soulmates by Hannah Carlson. But you know, even if I don't complete any of them, that's fine. But if I can make a good dent in them, I'll be happy. I'll be really happy. And I would really like to see some progress be made with this one and Soulmates. But Cute and Hoppy, that was a project book with my gorgeous best friend Connor from Connor's Creative Colouring. That was a project book for us last year, and I didn't complete it. He completed his. I'm still slacking. I think I've got 7 or 8 pages left now. So I'd really like to get that one done. And then I've got an Alexandra Francis colour by number book. And colour by number Mosaic Animals black background. I think that's a Sun Life drawing book. So yeah, I have, like I said, I have got a video sort of going into, you know, showing you exactly which books I'd like to sort of complete for this year. So if you are interested, then yeah, please feel free to go check that out. Okay, and then number 10, what is the best benefit of colouring to you? There's a few for me actually. It's a distraction from my real life, I guess. It's a distraction from pain, from anxiety, depression. It just it gives me an escape. It is something that I've always enjoyed and always loved. You know, even as a little girl, I've always loved art. I get it from my mum. So yeah, you know, art in general means a lot to me. So I couldn't imagine not having some form of being creative in my life. I really couldn't. But it gives me a focus, and it's also my safe space, you know. Like, I hope my channel is for a lot of you. You know, I hope you feel that when you come to the channel, and you know, we're doing a live stream, or if you're just watching my videos, I hope you feel that this is a safe and calm environment where you can be free and open and just enjoy yourself, and that, you know, you feel welcome. But yeah, colouring has, it's also, it has given me so many friendships that, were it not for this community and the amazing people in it, that I wouldn't have. I feel really fortunate to be able to call so many people my friends. You know, I haven't met most of you in person. I think I've only ever met one YouTuber in person. And yeah, I just feel incredibly lucky. And even though, you know, we haven't met in person and whatnot, I still class you my friends. I really do. And I always mean that, you know, when I say that I consider you guys my friends. Because you also provide me with that kind of comfort blanket, where I feel safe and comfortable and able to be me, able to be raw and honest. And, you know, you guys know what I'm like. I'm a very emotional person. I mean, I cry when when I receive happy mail, or just, you know, a lovely comment. Yeah, I'm a mess. But it's just because it just means so much to me, to have these relationships, and, you know, to have a community that we all have in common. It's a really, really wonderful and special feeling. Yeah, I wouldn't change it for anything. I think it's wonderful. And colouring is just, it is my happy place. You know, it doesn't make the pain or the anxiety or the depression go away, but it distracts from it. You know, it does. It just gives me that escape. That it's like my version of Wonderland, I guess. You know, and just sort of get lost in the moment, lost in the page, and just you know, give me that escape from whatever I need. So yeah, absolutely love it. Okay, so that is my answers for the colouring goals for 2024 tag. Again, thank you so much, Jordy, for tagging me in this video. I really do appreciate it. And again, I'm sorry it took me so long to get to it. I hope that you have all enjoyed watching and listening to my answers. It's been really fun, actually. It's been a really, really good one to film, and I'm really liking how the owl is starting to come along. So thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to join me. I really do appreciate it. Take care, stay safe, my loves, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.